Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us. I am Kale with Queen City Comedy, and you've just tuned into our global improv team, Smells Like Ghost, and their show, Monster of the Week, a paranormal soap opera. Thank you so much for joining us and being a part of this event with these great performers. Very excited to present this for you here, their last show of 2021. Before we meet the cast and get into everything, we need your suggestions to fuel their improv. So if you would, in the chat there on the Facebook, give us a fear, an irrational fear that you had as a child, an irrational childhood fear, and the players will use that to inspire their improv. So I want to just say really quickly, check out Queen City Comedy and all of the events that we have coming up. I'm dropping the link, a place to donate if you would like to help make sure that we can continue putting on shows like this, as well as classes and events, including this hasn't even been announced yet. This has not been released, but in 2 weeks, we will have Kevin McDonald from the Kids in the Hall doing a live Q&A with performers. So he will answer your questions, and the event is 100% free. Woo! Sketch comedy legend Kevin McDonald from the Kids in the Hall, free event. You won't get that anywhere except Queen City Comedy, and any other theater that he works with. But I think he's doing it for us, just for us. Very cool. So let's get right to it. I want to introduce the cast. I'm gonna do a little bit differently this time. I like to invite them out one at a time to have them introduce themselves to you and tell you a little bit about the form and a little bit about themselves and their character. So I'm going to start with, if I could get Emily, would you please turn on your camera? That would be fantastic. I'd appreciate it so much. Hello, Emily.
Hey.
So great to see you. Emily, how long have you been with Smells Like Ghosts?
For what, 2 years now? Is that how long, or a year? How long have we been a group?
Since the beginning. So
Since the beginning.
Yeah, and though we just celebrated our 1 year anniversary.
A year then.
What makes you continue performing with Smells Like Ghosts? What draws you to it?
Well, the people in it are really great, and it's really fun to meet new people from all over the world. And it's been a lot of fun playing characters the way we do in Monster of the Week.
Very cool. And speaking of all over the world, where are you zooming in from right now?
I'm zooming in from Victoria, Australia. So
what? That's incredible. It's amazing.
Incredible. So it's also cool that I can be a part of it, being so far away.
Can I ask you an Australian related question?
Sure.
It's not going to be one that you typically get, like, you know, do you put a shrimp on the Barbie, or did a dingo eat your baby? It's not those. New Zealand has a term that I really like, but I don't know if it's unique to New Zealand or if Australia is also like just a in that area
Do you
term.
know New Zealand and Australia are different places?
I know, which is why I'm asking the
Okay.
question.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay.
I'm asking, it is a New Zealand related question, but it's an Australia specific question.
Cool. Uh-huh.
They have a term called sex pest. Is that an Australian term or is that only New Zealand?
Sex pest.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
that one.
Like a
Can you
creepy
use it in a-
guy that hits on women would be called a sex pest. But they say it
Ooh.
in that New Zealand accent, like sex pest.
Sex pest. No, I don't know. I haven't heard any Aussies say that yet.
Right. Great. If you could ask around, that would be great. And one final question. What is what's something that you are really looking forward to between now and the end of the year?
Now the end of the year. Is this a trick question?
Nope.
I'm looking forward to having my baby.
Oh, Emily's
Having
gonna
a
have a
baby.
baby. That
Yeah.
lady's gonna have a baby.
That'll be fun.
All right. Well, congratulations. And I
Thanks.
can't wait to believe that. So you're like ready to have a baby and you're doing an improv show with us. So thank you for that. All right. And final question. Do you or do you not have dingo proofing around your house to keep them from stealing your baby?
We have dingo proofing everywhere. Fences like 8 miles high because the dingoes here they just come in.
Love babies. I
They
heard.
just love babies or
Okay,
teddy bears.
Thank you, Emily. Can I have Matt to the screen, please?
Hey,
Matt, how are you, man?
I'm good. Hello, world.
What's where are you zooming in from, Matt?
I am zooming in from Chicago, Illinois.
Okay. And you are the only person there that does improv. Is that accurate?
Yeah, the only person in Chicago. Nobody else in Chicago does improv.
No, that's
I
not true.
invented it, and I'm the only one.
Chicago is world renowned for its improv. And so what kind of theaters do you work with local to Chicago that
Local to Chicago, I'm with West Side Improv in Wheaton, which is a suburb, and then Comedy Shrine in Naperville. And
Oh.
now I'm here as well.
with Queen City Comedy?
Queen City Comedy.
How would you describe the Monster of the Week form to people?
Well, it's a paranormal soap opera.
Mm-hmm.
Kat explains it the best. It's Scooby-Doo meets a soap opera.
Scooby-Doo meets a soap opera. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Then let's have Matt go away and bring
Bye.
Kat out. Hello, Kat. How are you?
Good.
So how would you describe Monster of the Week?
Scooby-Doo meets a soap opera.
That's what I heard. What do you think makes it unique and different than other improv forms?
The cast of characters and how much we've worked on just creating this world that we build and the stuff that we bring back.
And it's the same characters. So if you tune in next first Tuesday of the month, they'll see the same characters and what's going on in their lives then, right? And do the characters all just go to sleep at the end of the show, or are they living their own lives even when we're not seeing them?
Oh, those characters are living their own lives when we're not seeing them and getting into things that we hear about later. It's great.
Cool. And where are you zooming in from right now?
I'm currently in Cancun, Mexico,
Woo!
Woo!
Fantastic.
but I actually live in Houston, Texas. So
Okay. So you interrupted your Cancun vacation to be here. You could be at Senior Frogs right now. Is that accurate?
I think I'm not actually in Cancun. It's just the closest place I can identify to where the resort is. But yes, I could be at a resort bar drinking free tequila right now.
Oh man.
And I'm here.
I won't
for me.
keep you any longer. I won't keep you any longer then. All right. Thank you very much. If I could have Rusty Bill. Rusty, how are you?
I'm here. How are you?
I'm great. How would you describe your character? What's your character's name, and how would you describe the character that you play in Monster
Well,
of the Week?
the name is Larry Atkins,
Yeah.
He has a nickname of Lariat. He's an animal control officer, and he's pretty high strung. Things.
I'm sorry. I just got that. Lariat. I just got it.
Yeah, Larry Atkins, Lariat. Yeah,
Lariat. I just got that.
that's just kind of an indication of what kind of friends he grew up with. Um, but yeah, so he's kind of high strung and he lets things get under his skin pretty well, but he's really good at controlling animals and getting them out, like raccoons out of your basement or possums out of your attic.
Oh, fantastic. And do you like playing the same character in each show?
It's more of a challenge than I thought it would be, actually. I mean, when you've got script, you know where you're going. When you don't got script, you don't know where you're going, but you got to get somewhere. So it's yeah, but I love it. I love doing this show and these people that are here like the Brady Bunch around me.
So it's like Scooby-Doo meets the Brady Bunch meets a soap opera. I got
Yeah.
it. Cool. Anything else you want to plug? You have a podcast or anything you want to shout out?
A podcast. Let me see. The Dusty and Rusty Show. Yeah.
Dusty and Rusty. Is it still active? You still releasing new episodes?
Yeah, we're going to start season 3 on exactly a month.
Fantastic.
Woohoo.
Great. Thank you. If I could please have Miss Lauren out here.
It goes to Lauren.
Great. Tell us about your character.
I play Sammy Finn, and she is the new person in town. Well, it's been a while now. She's the only teacher.
Mhm.
She came in for schooling kind of with a science base. She's also awkward around people, doesn't know how to make friendship very well, so she's kind of desperate for that. And always trying to make sense of what happens in this town and the people, because it's so different for her.
I think she fits in better than she'd like to believe that she does.
I think so too, but she doesn't know that.
She likes to think she's on the outside looking in. She's on the inside. And you're zooming in from
Long Beach, California.
ooh, shout out to Long Beach.
Ooh.
And so, well, what are some of the other improv and theater related things that you're involved in? Anything you'd want to shout out?
Oh, I have my home base here, Love Majeska Unscripted Theater. It's a love project there and different things with improv theater. Always have some new genre we're playing with, and sometimes with synergy as well. I really like playing a different narrative and genre. And actually, I like getting away from it a lot too sometimes. So if we get like game based or just fun, silly things, I'm all in on that.
Cool. And if somebody wanted to take improv and learn improv from you, I mean, is there like any chance that they could do that?
They could do that. In fact, if anyone wants to like figure out some story, maybe if that's an interest,
Yeah.
go to Queen City Comedy. I believe you will find a course there called "What's the Story, Morning Glory," or is it there? Starting on January 16th.
It's good. And that's a class, not just a workshop, but a class, right?
Right, it's an 8-week class, 2.5 hours each class, and I like to really go in deep with the minutia and have fun with it. So it's very based on the people there and how we all figure out story together.
It's good. So that narrative and that story, people would walk out with like a really good grip on that, you feel.
Yes, I do. From an actor and audience perspective. So it's very, ooh, story from an actor. Wow.
Are you going to teach people how to do that? Ooh.
Oh, yes. Day one. How do you personify this in a story?
Thank you very much. If I could have Monty out here. Thank you, Lauren. Monty, how are you
Hey.
doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Monty, who do you play in Monster of the Week?
I play Hayden.
What would you tell us about Hayden?
He is loud and quite friendly to people, and he gives terrible advice.
And you, Monty, are calling in from where?
Guelph, Ontario, which is
Guelph,
in
Ontario.
Canada.
Canada. Right. And is Hayden Canadian?
No, we don't talk about that. I think he's from Specific Hospital.
Okay, he's from he was born in specific hospital here. So he's a homeboy. He grew up his entire life
Yeah.
here. Okay, I got it. And what if you could pick one way that Hayden and Monty are similar, what would it be?
It would have to be a deep love of snails.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. All right. So now, thank you, Monty. I am going to look at the suggestions. All right. So we got a couple good ones. I'm going to read them out loud in real time here because I didn't look at them ahead of time. John Giolatuda says, I was afraid of the villain in Batman Mask of the Phantasm, especially after having a nightmare watching the animated film. And for those that don't know, Batman Mask of the Phantasm is a film based on the cartoon Batman the Animated Series, which was based on the Michael Keaton, Tim Burton Batman films that played in the late 80s, early 90s. And the villain in Mask of the Phantasm, I would say you could describe that they have a just like a blank face mask, like a
Grim Reaper like.
What's that?
Grim Reaper like.
Yeah, Grim Reaper like. It's almost like a hockey mask, but then they've also got like a hoodie, but the hoodie is like all shredded, and they have a like a hatchet hand. One of their hands is a hatchet hand, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Mask of the Phantasm. Mask of the Phantasm. So that will be your suggestion. Players, are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Ready.
All right, audience, are you ready? I'm pulling up the music now, and I want to mention that all of the music that you'll hear tonight was played by our good friend Rusty Bill. Rusty Bill created all the music for this show. Rusty Bill.
I know that guy.
I know him. All right, and without further ado, Monster of the Week.
Yes, it's time once again for Queen City Comedy's improv team, Smells Like Ghosts, starring in the Paranormal Soap Opera Mystery Theater show. I'm your host, insert host name.
That's
Join
Kale.
us now in the episode we call insert episode name
Mask of the
here.
Phantasm.
But first, here's what happened in our previous episode.
Last week, we heard Tracy Hemlock proclaim,
Well, that's more wily than a bunch of coyotes in a pack house tent.
and we heard Miss Champagne shout,
Stop biting my toe, caterpillar.
and we heard Francis ask,
Why are my teeth missing again?
all this and nothing more on this week's Monster of the Week.
So I don't mean to gossip or anything, but I heard that Hayden might be leaving the hospital.
Really? Finally?
He spends way too much time there.
Sammy,
Yeah.
have you gone to visit him?
I went there with him once. After he injured himself and burned his hand the last time. But it's like he didn't even notice me. And then I grabbed his hand to hold his hand. And that
And
obviously
then he noticed you.
I just made him cry. And he never cries.
Oh. There's nothing wrong with crying. There's nothing wrong with crying, Sammy.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Emotional happiness.
There's nothing wrong with crying, obviously.
I'm okay. Well,
Um,
Tracy, what
nah.
about you? Have you gone to see him?
Oh, I go to see him every week with a pack of chicken tacos with some cilantro, and I bring in the pet snail of his so that he can visit.
How does that make you feel, Sammy? Tracy's visiting Hayden a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's great, Tracy. He must love your visits in the snail.
Oh, I think he only really puts up with me because I bring in the snail, and I was the only person that had an extra key to his place because I just got keys to everybody's places in town. So that kind of left me to bring in the snail so he could visit.
Oh.
Not because you are confident and pretty and cheery. And you have a key to his house.
Oh, come on, Sammy. I have seen you be more confident than a megachurch preacher in an unsupervised chicken coop. So I know you got the confidence in you.
I feel like I've just been missing it lately. Maybe I've been putting too much into hoping Hayden will notice me, that I've stopped finding my own inner confidence.
You know, the cards are telling me that it's just more shots of tequila.
Howdy there, Francis. I just stopped by. I just stopped by for a moment. I'm on my way to the Anonymous River. I'm gonna get me a fishing trip in this year. One more. I just wondered if you like them snails that they find there on the beach, don't you?
Oh, I absolutely love those snails. Those are my favorite.
Yeah. All right. I'll bring you a bag full of them then when I come back.
Well, hey, say, Larry, what would you reckon if maybe I came with you on your fishing trip?
Oh, sure. Just there's a couple rules you got to follow, but sure, I'd be glad to have you.
That's fine. I need to get out of the house a bit and away from this street. What are these rules?
Oh well, you can't get the plane in the water because that scares the fish off. And if you have to go to the bathroom, they have little boxes you can go in there. And I see a lot of people just doing it right in the river, and that just really irks me. And then, of course, you have to bring your own lunch.
Oh, that's fine. That sounds doable. Let me just pack up my things right here, and we can get a move on.
Okay. So what are you trying to get away from?
Meanwhile, at the cafe,
Yes, waiter. Where's my water? I need it now. I'm so thirsty. Ugh, Tracy, the service here is terrible.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with that cabin that's out back that nobody knows about.
Which cabin?
I mean, I just heard rumors about a cabin. I haven't investigated it yet. But, I seem to have seen a man walking around with a hatchet hand. I swear that's where he lives.
Well, I mean, some people can only afford a hatchet. I mean, if I could afford a cybernetic hand, if I was missing one, I would get that. But if all I could afford was a hatchet, that's what I would use.
I mean, fair argument. I had never thought about it that way.
He's probably a cook. Can you imagine saving all the time holding the knife with your false hand? Just use a hatchet.
There you go. It's especially with cutting up barbecue. You could just slice through them ribs like it's nobody's business.
Probably terrible for shaking hands, though.
Yeah, it could probably be a problem. By the way, Snowbert, your little snail, here you go. He's been missing you.
Oh, look at him. His eyes are huge. Wow.
I might have accidentally dropped him in my coffee this morning,
Well, he looks fine. The Scotch tape looks like it's holding fine.
So yeah, Hatchet Man. Have you met him yet?
I think his name's Dwayne.
Oh, Dwayne.
Dwayne.
I've not met Dwayne. I thought I knew everybody in town. I'm
It
feeling
took-
a little left out here.
Took the longest time to get the fist bump right because the hatchet hand, but we figured a way. It was more like an elbow.
All right. Explains the latest hospital visit.
Yep. It does.
Well,
Sammy, thanks for letting me come into your classroom and stuff. I know it's like your like break, but I've got good news.
Yeah, I could use some good news. The kids got gum in my hair.
Oh, you got gum in your hair. Oh, I've got peanut butter in my car. Did you want that? I've always got a tub of it. Well, sometimes it impresses some of my dates. Sometimes it causes a severe allergic reaction. But either way, you get a great story from it.
How about you tell me what your great news was?
Oh yeah, sorry. So I think I met someone online on one of my websites that I'm a part of. And his name is Dwayne Hottie 445.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
He's a person this time, right?
Well, it depends on your definition of what a person is. And I know I don't actually know yet. We haven't FaceTimed. He won't let me well he always is busy. So we usually just kind of talk on the phone. Sometimes I hear him kind of like groan.
Oh, Miss Champagne, if there's one thing I've been learning from my experience in confidence and love, you've got to get in there and make it known who you are.
Okay.
As soon as you can, right now, even FaceTime him right now.
Do I FaceTime him right now?
Right now.
Do 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 do.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
oh wow, Dwayne Hottie 445. I didn't think you'd actually answer the phone.
Of course I did. I would always answer the phone for you.
Wow, you look different than your photos.
Oh, yeah. I'm a huge fan of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So, you know,
Well, he's
I
hot.
did use his picture. But this is me.
Hi, Sammy.
Ask him out.
Okay. Do you want to go on a date with me
Like
today?
today? Like right now?
Yeah.
Sure. I would love to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, howdy, Hayden. You want a fishing pole? I got an extra.
Oh, that'd be great. If you don't mind, Larry.
Yeah, not
I
at all.
haven't gotten anything
So
yet.
much.
No bites or anything. Just
Well,
What are we hoping to catch?
Francis, this is the part of the river that ain't got no fish.
Ooh,
what? Yeah, what?
you're
No-
right.
no
Rubber
shit.
boot.
Yeah, they ain't no fish here. They all got scared out of here.
It's a good
Oh.
rubber boot, though.
Yeah, I mean it's fun to play around with. So you might catch an eel. That's what I'm after. But you know, the fish they turned all white and swam down river.
Does it have anything to do with that mysterious legend that they always talk about of that phantom creature that haunts these parts?
Yeah, that's why they call this Phantasm Bend where
Oh,
we're sitting right now.
oh, well, that's kind of a bummer. I was hoping to catch some fish today.
Oh, we could go up about half a mile or so. We go upstream, and there's some fish there. We can go downstream, and there's some fish there. But this is the only place you can get to on foot. I mean, you have to swim to get to those other places.
Well, then I say we stand our ground and we hunt this supposed phantom down. And
Let's
we
fish.
kick them
Let's
out.
fish that phantasm away. Yes. Fish harder,
Exactly.
guys. Fish harder.
I ain't
fish that
afraid
sucker
of no
out.
phantom.
Yeah, no, I don't mess with no phantasms now. I would do raccoons, I'll do possums, but phantasms just ain't my line.
No, Larry, you came out here for a fishing trip. This is the best spot on the river. I say we take it back for us.
Well, sure, you guys could do that. I'll just watch over here.
Meanwhile, at the hospital. Hey, Tracy, you're my only phone call. So I need some help. My foot's been chopped off.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
can be a support person.
Yeah, I will be right there.
Okay. Thanks for coming by, Tracy.
I know, I was waiting right outside the hospital.
That was really quick.
Yeah. I mean, I had been reading my cards and I saw that it was time for you to take a vacation with a dog, and it said the Fool, and I just, felt like the hospital is where I needed to go.
You're amazing, Tracy. I went and met that guy, Dwayne. I don't think I told you about him, but I met this guy. But I think I was ghosted, and he like didn't look like the guy I had talked to. And he said he'd give me a foot massage with the peanut butter that I have in my car. And anyway, he was like, went for it, and now I'm missing a foot. So I'm really kind of freaked out. And they're wondering if they can put my foot back on.
I mean, I happened to pick your foot up off the side of the road. I didn't realize it was yours, but it's definitely that like size 6.5. So
Yeah.
I know it's yours.
I'm a 5. I'm a 5, Tracy.
Oh, we'll just get you 2 different shoes from now on.
Okay. I'll give that to the staff.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do about it. But I feel like you might be more sore than an old screen door at a discount fireworks shop for a while after this.
I guess we'll see what the doctor says.
Hi, Miss Champagne.
Yes.
That's you, right? See you lost a foot.
Well, I found it. Tracy found it for me.
Oh, well, this looks like it's a size too big.
No, I'm a size 5.
But this is clearly not a size 5. It'll work.
Are you saying that I have bigger feet than I thought I did?
Well, you will after I put this size 6 on you.
Oh, what about my Gucci's? I won't be able to wear my shoes.
Oh, they do great things with plastic surgery nowadays. They're doing like cheek lifts and other things. I'm sure they can fix a foot.
Oh, yeah, I can shave off a toe or two.
There you go.
Not a problem.
Okay, great. Thanks. Thanks, doctor.
No, stay away. Sammy. Oh. I thought I was being chased by some crazy person with a hatchet. I thought that was you, Sammy.
What is
Ah!
good for you? I thought we could have some escargot.
Oh, that'd be so lovely. Oh, whew. It's going to take me a moment to calm down. Oh, I thought for sure you were that scary guy named Dwayne.
Wayne Hottie 445.
The same.
Oh, Hayden. Oh, Hayden! Where are you, Hayden? Hayden!
I will protect you, Hayden. I'm confident.
Here, Hayden, Hayden, Hayden! Ah!
Meanwhile, on Francis's patio,
And that was the strangest fishing trip I ever went on. That sounds pretty crazy. Yeah, it was very weird. Oh, hey, Tracy. Nice to see you today.
yeah, I was just coming over, see how things were doing with you and the old missus there.
Oh, things are pretty good. We were just enjoying a nice quiet night on the patio. It's a beautiful sunset today. What brings you by?
Well, I just heard a rumor about this like Dwayne Phantom guy that's been running around town and living in that cabin back behind the cafe that nobody knows about. But I guess the rumor is he got off.
Oh. Oh. Well, it just turns out Larry and I were trying to find that crazy man when we were out fishing. Well,
I mean, what I heard, I'm not sure you would have wanted to run into him at all.
ooh.
I mean, looking for him sounds like you're braver than my Aunt Edna in an overpriced coffee shop.
Well, as you said, he's dead now, so I guess we don't have anything to worry about then.
Oh, I like that attitude, Francis.
All right then.
Hey, Sammy. Hi.
Hi, Larry.
What,
See you.
what you got that cleaver for?
Confidence.
Well, I was going to come by and ask you a question about snails, but I see you're busy, so I think I'll probably.
You don't want to stay a little while? I have plenty of snails.
But these are special snails. They're from the Phantasm Bend here, and they, yeah.
Have a seat, Larry.
Yeah.
Escargot, and I want a friend.
Okay. Well, here's the bag of the special ones.
Oh,
Look at that.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow.
Why do I get into this shit all the time?
You're going to love what I have to make for you. Tell me a funny story.
Okay. There was these two guys, and they was walking down the street one day, and a car hit one of them. And ain't that funny? He only hit one of them. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'll just sit here and be quiet.
Meanwhile, at Tracy's psychic store. What do you see? What do you see?
I mean, it's going to have to start with like a pagan ritual, of course. And then
We don't have time, Tracy. We don't have time. What do you see in the ball?
It's what we got in the ball. All I see is that it's just going to be spicier than an off-key choir member on a turnip truck this time. I mean, this is the spiciest we've seen in town so far.
Yeah, but is that symbolic for not seeing Sammy for a while? Like, I'm worried about her. Even Hayden asked about her.
Yeah.
Which I was going to tell her about, but then I can't find her.
There's been some more disembodied embodiment stuff going on in town. So she's possessed. You know how these things go.
Oh no.
Hence the pagan ritual.
Oh, okay. So what do you need? What, do we need to sacrifice raccoons? Some
Oh,
squirrels?
no. We just need to like chant to the moon during a full moon and make sure that we do it in a circle. And there has to be 5 of us.
Okay. Okay. Should I call or do we form it? Should I call
Yeah,
Francis?
call. I left my cell
Francis.
phone at home.
Francis, meet us at the park. Tell your friends.
Okay, sounds good. All right, I'm at the park and I brought the missus.
Oh, hey, Mom.
Oh, hi, honey. Hi.
Oh, now we got Sammy. Yeah.
Oh, Sammy's here too. Oh, great.
A friendship invitation?
Yes, we are your friends, Sammy. We are so glad to see you here with your cleaver. Now would be a good time to just start chanting 9 of cups. That's all it takes.
What? 9 of cooks?
9 of cups.
9 of
Nine
cups.
of-
Okay, 9 of cups.
Nails in cups.
9 of cups.
Nine
None
of cups.
None of cups.
9 of cups.
9 of
Nine
cups.
of
9 of. Okay.
niner cuffs. Niner cuffs.
It feels like we have to all say the same thing. I don't feel like we're saying the same thing.
9 of cubs.
Confused.
9 of cubs.
Oh, it's working. It's working.
Cup of knives.
What?
Cup of knives.
I don't understand what's going on. I'm not feeling
Bullshit.
confident about this situation.
I think it worked. We got our Sammy back.
Cup of jam. Cup
Ooh.
of jam.
Cup of jam
Campbell's
sounds
soup.
good.
Campbell's soup.
Also,
Campbell's soup.
sounds delicious.
Campbell's
This
soup.
has been Monster of
Very
the
good.
Week. Tune in next week when we hear Sammy say,
I think snails taste best with hot sauce.
and we hear Francis ask,
What the hell just happened?
will Miss Champagne find true love? Will she trust someone to rub her feet with peanut butter? Will Sammy remain a phantasm? All this and nothing more on Monster of the Week. Yay! Great job, great job. Everybody come out. Thank you so much to all the players. Big round of applause. And thank you to everybody who watched. Check out Queen City Comedy first Tuesday of every month to find out what happens next. Why is Francis dating his finger, who is Miss Champagne's mom? Well, you missed last month, and so you missed that whole thing. So make sure you come back next month and see what happens next. And sign up for Lauren's class starting in January. Woo. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Good night.
Bye, everyone.